Your hammer matters. So there's a couple different hammers out there. As far as style, I used to be a framer, so I'm partial to framing hammers. There's those typical homeowner hammers that are simple, they have more of a hook, and they tend to be a lot smaller in size. As a contractor, I want something more of substance. So this is DeWalt's version of a framing hammer. You'll see a lot more steel on the head and then a nice big rubber grip. If you are a framer or if you're framing, you'll know that the neck of the hammer gets pretty thrashed. So I like what DeWalt did here, making it all steel, so it's a lot more durable. This hammer is going to last you a long time. But let me show you what Milwaukee just came out with, and it's actually pretty close. I would say if it wasn't for the logo right there, I would think that this was a Vaughan. It's actually a 19-ounce head, and the shaft and the neck of this guy feel just like a Vaughan. The way that it contours to your hand when you're swinging, you can see that angle there. That's actually where your hand goes. And when you're swinging this thing, because that's there, it's going to want to stay in your hand. So the ergonomics of this hammer feel like a Vaughan. And if this logo wasn't there, I would think it was a Vaughan. So the head on a framing hammer is going to be a little bit different than your typical hammer. Your typical hammer is going to have a big hook down here, which is for pulling nails only. When you're a framer, you know that you're going to use your hook for a lot more than just pulling nails. You're going to get a lot of leverage when you jam this sucker in between two pieces of wood and crank it this way. You can lift the whole wall just by cranking it sideways with the leverage on this guy. So you want your hook straight out. So that's kind of typical for any framing hammer. Any good hammer is going to have a magnet here. So when you set your nail, you can set it with one hand. It has two pins in here to hold the head on. And then it's actually made of steel. A lot of new hammers are coming out with titanium because it's light. But in my personal experience, the titanium, the face gets so mashed up so quickly, it's unusable. So in my opinion, this Milwaukee, even though I'm a DeWalt guy, is making the best hammer out. And I think it's because it looks so close to a Vaughan. So if you guys are at Home Depot, pick up this Milwaukee. It's actually on sale right now. It's a must-have.